Hello everyone, my name is Michael Sasha, and I will be giving a little background information about my high school, Archbishop Curley. So just a little basic information about my high school. It is located right on the outskirts of Baltimore City. It is an all-boys school. We have a deep Franciscan tradition, which I will get into later on the presentation. And it teaches grades 9 through 12. So a little history about my high school. It was built in 1960 with the first class coming in 1961. It was founded by Archbishop Francis P. Keough, who was an Archbishop of Baltimore, who came right after Archbishop Michael J. Curley, who the school is named after, and he was an Archbishop of Baltimore and Washington, D.C. The first incoming class contained 420 students, which is big considering now that each class contains about 120 to 150 students. And in 2010, there was a renovation to build an art center that houses our theater program, our band, our choir, and visual arts. So now I'm going to talk about Curley's mission and their message they give to students. So Curley's mission is to make a full Curley man. They believe that a Curley man has these 5 characteristics. The first is that they can reach their full academic potential. They know that not every student is equally smart, but they want each student to push themselves to reach as far as possible academically. Next is full personal potential. The same thing as academic potential. They want each student to push themselves as far as possible to become the best version of themselves in every aspect. Next, they want each student to be faithful. They want them to believe in whatever they want. They don't care if it is Catholicism or Judaism or Buddhism. They just want the student to be faithful in whatever they want. Next, they want them to have good character. They want someone that can endorse the school and be someone that they're proud of. Lastly is service. They want a student who's going to go out and help their community and help everyone around them. Now, this is Curley's message. This is what they preach to incoming students or students that are already there. First is brotherhood. Curley preaches that we are all together and we are all brothers. No matter what happens and no matter who we are all in the Curley brotherhood. Next, they preach how much we will grow during our time at Curley. Lastly is activeness, which includes clubs, sports, and other various activities, which Curley has plenty of. So these are some of the clubs that Curley has to offer. They know that not everyone is going to be a super athlete or be an actor or be in the band or choir. So they have a wide range of different topics that a student can participate in. Curley requires a student to at least participate in a club so that they can grow in that activeness like I was preaching in the slide before. And if there's nothing or no clubs that pique a student's interest, then they can create one as long as they can get a faculty member to proctor it. Curley also has a wide range of arts. We have the band, and in our band we have different subsections. So we have a jazz band, a concert band, a drum line, and you can participate in multiple types of band, starting from when you're a freshman all the way up to when you're a senior. We also have choir, and then we have our more advanced choir called Schola, which is usually only for juniors and seniors that are advanced and talented singers. We also have a theater program, which partners with the sister school Catholic High nearby to perform shows or musicals, and they do one in the winter and then one in the spring. I would say Curley is a huge sports school. That is probably our biggest defining characteristic. About 75% of the students play at least one sport, and then at least 30% play multiple sports. Students will go to college, play professionally, and the games usually have a pretty large crowd. Doesn't matter the sport. So as I mentioned before, there is a huge Franciscan tradition at Curley. The theology classes are taught by friars. Theology is just basically religion. The friars live at the school, so there's a little complex right off the school that they live in. The Franciscan lifestyle is based off the ideals based off St. Francis, which he lived his life as someone who didn't need much and gave to others who needed it more. And then he also appreciated nature and worshiped God's beauty. There is also a club called the Franciscan Youth Ministry, which is a bunch of students, and they set up the masses or host holy hours, which are basically masses at night for just the students, led by the friars. So academically, there are 3 different types of programs at Curley. There's the Franciscan program, which is the honors and AP level courses. The Cupertino, which is mostly regular classes and some honors classes. And then the Anthony program, which is usually classes that require more help from the teachers. So here are some demographics of Curley. So since it is an all-boys school, it is 100% male population. There are about 532 students. The ratio for race is about 66% white, 29% black, 3% Hispanic, and 2% Asian. So now here are some demographics of Baltimore, which is the city that Curley is in. So the population is around 590,000. It is about 53% female, 47% male. The ratio for race is about 30% white, 62.5% black, 2.5% Asian, and 5% Hispanic. The median household income is $48,840. About 85% of people that live in Baltimore have a high school degree, and about 31% have a college degree. And about 21% of the people that live in Baltimore are in poverty. So now here's a comparison of Curley and West Charlotte. So Curley is a majority white school compared to West Charlotte, which is majority black. Curley is an all-male school, and West Charlotte is co-ed. Curley has about 500 students to West Charlotte's 1,400. Curley is a private school, and West Charlotte is now a magnet school, but they also do have some similarities. They are both in a majority black neighborhood. They were both desegregated in the 60s and the 70s. They both are huge on athletics, and they both have a tight community around them. Thank you for listening to my presentation.